Next we've got the bottom crank pulley here, or the balancer. I just want to get a bit of little bit of sandpaper, or you can use a Scotch-Brite pad here, and just give it a good clean up on that surface where the seal runs, just to make sure it's got no dirt and stuff on there, and just preventing any possible leaks. Make sure you put a drop or two of oil on this before you put it back in. And look, I was reusing that seal, which is not ideal, but hey, sometimes you've got to do it. Just line up that keyway, just sits on. I didn't look up the torque specs on this one, so hey, look, I'm just going to do it nice and tight. I'm confident with that. I'm just about to reinstall this alternator. These bolts here that go right through, they pull these little sort of sleeves in nice and tight, so you don't want to hit it real hard, but just give this a little bit of a tap. That will just bump that sleeve back a little bit for you on this one as well. It just means when we go to put this on, it's going to be a whole lot easier. So it just sits nicely in there. And see how it can just sit over that nice and easy. If you don't tap that back, then it's really tight to get that in. And these are just the 14mm bolts. Just make sure when you tighten them up that it does kind of pull that sleeve in. You can kind of feel and hear it. Okay, next I just want to install this tensioner. Just got the 2 bolts. And again, you want to make sure that that bearing is nice in there. Next we've got just another idler pulley here. This is the one that normally has the cap on. So we'll sit that in. Again, we're making sure the bearings are good. Nice and firm, and make sure the cap goes back on. Okay, so with that all done here, I'm now going to turn my attention back to the intake space. Okay, so up in this intake space here, I'm just going to move some of this wiring out of the way for a moment. Now I just want to make sure the surface is nice and clean before I put the oil filter housing back on. When I was turning the engine over, there's obviously still a fair bit of oil in the oil pump and stuff, and it was actually pumping up a fair bit of oil. Made a bit of a mess up here. We already had a bit of oil down in here to begin with, but made a bigger mess. And we've got a new seal that just sits in on here. Now just be aware here that there's 2 different length bolts. So there's a thicker section and a thinner section. Just make sure you don't mix those up. It's just those 4 10mm bolts. Now I just want to run that coolant tube that sits in through here. I want to run that back, just making sure that this is just nice and clean where that seal runs into. It's just a little bit of debris. I probably should have cleaned it before I put the heads back on. Now just be aware this has got some sort of kinks and stuff in here. It looks like it's damaged. That's actually the shape it is. You want to make sure you've got some really nice O-rings on here. Again, my kit, it's had a lot of seals and then some of them that are just missing. So it hasn't given me new O-rings here. These look like they're actually still quite soft and in pretty good condition, but because they are secondhand, I'm just going to run a small smear of silicone around that, just so I feel like I've got a really good seal. So I don't want much, I just want just a couple little dobs around. Let's put a glob there and we'll just give it a nice smear all the way around. There's a little bolt in here, we'll just remove that bolt. And I can't quite remember how the wiring went, so we'll just put it in such a way that we can always move things around. Okay, I've got it up on a little bit of a twist like this, just popping it in, and then I'm going to rotate it down and in. Okay, just wiggle it around till you can get it in at the angle you want. We'll run that little bolt in. And it's got that secured. Okay, now before I go any further in putting this intake on, I just need to make sure these intake cam variable valve solenoids are plugged in. Now you've got two wires here. We've got one with a grey plug and one with a black plug. It's pretty obvious. The one with the black plug goes to the black solenoid. The one with the grey goes to the grey. We'll just sit that up there like that. Now again, I'm just going to have to reuse a intake gasket here. Look, they're a solid metal gasket. They're a multi-layer. They've got no damage on them, no silicone on them, so I'm feeling pretty confident that they're still going to be okay. So we'll just drop that one in place. This one here doesn't have the studs that it sits on, but it's got a couple of little locating sort of dowels, I guess you can say. Just want to make sure that all your holes here line up. Making sure too that your intake manifold that you're about to put in, this has no debris or dirt or anything on it. I can also just see the tip of the injectors, that's still all nice and clean. There's a bit of discoloration here, that doesn't matter. Just carefully lay that on. Make sure that you don't pinch any of those wires. Just sit down there. And remember, this used a couple of hex bolts, and there were two nuts that secured this all in place. Now just double check that those cables here aren't caught up in any way. And I'm just going to zip these up. Now I'm just going to fit the oil control solenoid for this front exhaust cam. Double check by hand. Before we put the new rocker cover on, we just want to fit a new seal to this. So don't forget these ones that go around the spark plug holes. Just go around, make sure it's all lined up. There's only goes one way. Before you put it on, just make sure that this is located into its groove nicely. You don't want to have to pull this off because it's leaking. I'm going to put two little dobs of silicone just where that joint is. Sometimes it's just not perfectly level, and it's just a common point for them to leak. I'm also just going to get a tiny little bit of oil. Just put it around that seal because that's got to go up through a rubber grommet up in the top. Okay, now we just bring the valve cover in. Just carefully lower that in place. Now there's a fair few bolts holding these on. Now before I tighten it down, I just want to make sure that it's sitting right and that rubber seal hasn't popped out anywhere or doing anything that it shouldn't do. Nothing else is getting pinched or caught. And I might just start from the middle, and I'm not going to do them up really tight, just going to nip them up. You can see it begin to kind of press down on this cover. So just double check again that nothing has popped out. Now this time I'm going to go around, do another pass and just do it fairly firm. Okay, with that I'm now just going to run the spark plugs back in. Just lower them in, you don't want to drop them in. Look, I'm reusing the plugs that were in there. They're more than okay to get away with for a bit longer. Just do these up nice and firm by hand. Going to grab 3 of the ignition coils. When tightening these down, just make sure you're pressing down on the coil. You don't want it to kind of be sitting badly on the spark plug. That's it. Just pressing down. It's those 3. Okay, we'll zip around the back half and we'll do the exact same thing again.